Hey there, I'm Jenny Oates, and you are joining us. If this is your first time, you're jumping in on number 5 of our Daily Habits series. So, just a quick review. We've already talked about 4 different oils. We've talked about peppermint and lavender, lemon and frankincense, and we also talked about a few different ways that I personally have found how to take oils and just work them into my day. Sometimes I've found that the hardest part of using essential oils is just how do you remember to use them daily? They're these powerful tools that we have at our fingertips or sitting on our counters or by our bedside, but it's so easy to just feel a little lost with what to do. So that's the whole point of this, just setting context. If you're just jumping in with us, that is why we're making these videos for you, is so that you know exactly how to use your oils and really how to make them a daily habit. There's so much information out there about what each oil does. And for me, when I was first getting started with oils, it was a little overwhelming. It felt like I was reading 40 ways to use this and 14 ways to use that, and none of it was sticking. For me, I don't know what kind of learner you are, but I'm much more of a hands-on kinetic. I'm very visual. I guess I'm auditory. I don't know. I think I'm all of them. But I can hear stuff and I can read stuff, but really until I actually do it and try it, it doesn't stick for me. So my hope is that you actually can take this and go try it right now, today. You go try some of these things and it works for you. And so therefore it starts sticking and you really begin to start using your oils as a daily habit. So we're here in the middle of winter. I don't know where you're watching from, what season it is, if the sun's shining or if you're like buried in a mound of snow, but we're here in the middle of winter. So I'm wearing pink today. This is legit my rebellion against winter right now. I've got some 3/4 length sleeves, which if you know me at all, I am always freezing. So this is for real a rebellion. You cannot see on this video, but like my hair is standing on end. My hands are freezing, but I'm like, forget it. I'm not wearing any more layers right now. I'm rebelling against winter and I'm going to bring a little sunshine into this house that feels a little too dark right now. So hopefully this video even will be a little bit of sunshine for you wherever you're watching this. And we're going to talk specifically, number 5 oil, we're going to talk about Melaleuca today. So when I started with my oils, I had my kit, and Melaleuca was kind of one of those oils that I shoved a little further to the back of the cabinet, and I was like, I don't really know what to do with that one. That one seems a little weird, and I don't know why. I just felt like I have no idea what to do with Melaleuca, so therefore I'm not going to use it. And that's really what happened for a little bit. I just had it sitting there, had no idea what to do with this amazing oil. And talked to a couple people that I love talking to people and asking them, what is your favorite oil? Because it's always something different. Sometimes we probably think, oh, that's the most common oil, so that's probably everybody's favorite oil, but it's not. Your favorite oil will be the one that works for you the most, the one that you have some sort of health issue or health priority and it's worked. You found that oil. So it might be a common one that works for that ailment for everybody, or sometimes there's 5 different oils that can work for the same issue, and the one that's your favorite might be one of the more uncommon ones that other people don't know about because for whatever reason that one works the best with your body. So Melaleuca, I was talking to a buddy of mine and I was asking what his favorite oil was. He loves oils and he said Melaleuca, and I was like, what? Melaleuca is your favorite oil? Seriously? Like, tell me what you do with this thing, because mine's kind of shoved to the back of my cabinet and I don't really use it. I don't know what to do with it. So yes, I had books and resources, but remember, I'm the kind of learner that's like, you got to tell me exactly what to do, not 40 ways this oil can be used. I need to know like how right now I can make this thing a daily habit. So let me just give you a little bit of background with Melaleuca. You've probably heard of it, maybe even in different forms. It's another name for it that maybe is a little more common to you is tea tree oil, Australian tea tree oil. So it's one and the same. Not all Melaleuca comes from Australia, but ours does. And it's really, really well known for its powerful antiseptic properties, which is awesome, especially if you're a mom and you've got kids who are like falling down and cutting their knees, or you're getting wounds. I don't know if you work out and you're cutting yourself with weights. Yes, that happens. There's all this amazing antiseptic property to Melaleuca and its ability really to treat wounds. And which is why it's really known as one of the top antibacterial essential oils. So the word that I want to give you, I try to give you a word every time, whether you remember or not, it's okay. I might have a quiz for you and we'll do some giveaways and see who remembers the word that I'm giving you for each oil. But the one that I want you to remember with Melaleuca is resolving. That is the coolest thing ever. So here I am not using this oil at all, and it's resolving. In other words, it's a solving oil. It solves things. What does it solve? Think anything bacterial, anything infection and wounds and those type things. So I was like, okay, I got to look into this oil a little bit more and maybe actually start using it. So let me give you 5 ways that I have found Melaleuca, this one right here, has become a daily habit in our family. And you'll find some oils, just by the nature of what they do, maybe aren't daily. Like it's not something you use every single day, depending on the oil, depending on your health goals. But what I want you to think is when that thing arises, oh, I've got a daily habit until I get on top of it. Instead of running to an over-the-counter medication or running to get a prescription drug, I might have to stay on top of this and use this oil daily, make a habit of it daily, and get on top of that naturally. So that's what I want you to think about. Some of the things I'm going to tell you, you might go, oh my gosh, that is something that is a part of my day. I need this every single day. Others of you might listen to this and go, that might be one that I have to make a daily habit when that thing arises, due to the nature of what this oil does. So one of the things that it does, first and foremost, is I want you to think skin, all things skin. And also kind of with that, think wounds, skin and wounds. It can help clear up skin infections. It can help clear up skin issues. It has antimicrobial, as I mentioned already, antibacterial properties. So when you have skin issues or skin infections, you've got things on there, microbes, you've got bacteria, you've got things on your skin that shouldn't be there, that are causing the issues. And so it has that antibacterial property to it. So it can help fight infections. It can help support the body's natural healing of wounds. I already mentioned maybe like a cut or different things. And so one of the ways that you can use this in a daily habit format is really you can combine it with a facial cleanser. So like if you have a face cleanser that you already use, we've talked about this on some of our other videos. You just open it up, take a drop or two, add that into your normal daily routine because it can help with bacteria on your skin. It can also, it's great in an aftershave lotion. Nathan loves to take this and he puts a couple drops into an aftershave. Actually, he doesn't do it every single time. He has a little thing that he's made with some of the doTERRA's face cleanser, and he's added in an additional amount of Melaleuca because of its antibacterial properties. And just every time you shave, you know, you're opening up those pores a little bit, so he just keeps his face nice and clean and looking like a baby. So it works. He's sexy, he's hot. So maybe that's what this really actually does, is makes you really sexy. I don't know. But okay, so when it comes to also things like you can put on your legs and arms. I know a lot of people have come to us going, I've got this skin disorder or skin infection, dry patchy skin, things like that. Can it help? Yes. What I'd recommend is taking doTERRA's unscented lotion. So it's in a green, it's in our spa line. It's unscented. It's free and clear of like harmful things. So take it, and it's unscented already. You can either squeeze the whole thing into a jar, add your Melaleuca to it, or every time put your lotion in your hand, add your drops, and then rub it all over your skin. So that lotion is a barrier too with whatever skin issue or disorder or whatever you have going on. It's fabulous for that. We have had so many testimonies seeing skin issues, skin disorders completely reverse and clear up, even after being on prescription drugs and it not helping. Those things are kind of like band-aiding it, but it's not taking it fully away. So this is awesome for that. So that's number one. Number two is blemishes, kind of in keeping with skin stuff here. So remember, it's resolving, it's solving. Okay, so y'all, we all get a zit every now and then. I do. I hate it. I have some really awesome makeup, this mineral makeup that actually covers up a lot, and it's amazing. It lets me feel like I'm like hiding it, but it's there. We all get them. And what happens when you do? I love being able to run to this and to use it. I've tried so many things. I've tried over the counter stuff, all more chemically based. And I'm not saying it's wrong to use those things at times, but if I've got something natural in my medicine cabinet I can grab, I'm going to try it right away. So take it, just apply it directly. So I've showed you on videos before, but just for this one specifically, if you've got a blemish or your teenagers, I've got 2 teenagers, oh dear Lord, we're about to have another, you go like this, just stick it on and have it on your finger and just rub it directly right on that blemish. It reduces redness. And it helps to heal that bacteria that's in there causing it. All right, so that's amazing. Nails. Nails is number 3. So when I was dating Nathan, I had no idea. I asked him one time, like, what's like a big deal for you? And he was like, nails. I love good nails. And I was like, oh crap. Like, I'm a basketball player. I play soccer. Like, I don't do nails. Like, I'd never actually gone to get my nails done. This is like confession time. I'm 38 years old and I think I went and got my nails done for the first time this summer. I did, for real. It's actually just because I'm cheap. I really like to just save money and I just paint them myself. But he's big on nails and I didn't know that. He likes just good looking nails. So sorry, Nathan, he's stuck with me. It's been 17 years and I still haven't quite mastered like perfection in nails and like going to get them done and keeping them awesome all the time. But I have been using Melaleuca because it helps healthy nails and it helps them just look really good and really strong. And again, you can just take the doTERRA unscented lotion or whatever hand lotion you use, add a few drops to it, and then just really be intentional about rubbing it in around your cuticles and rubbing it into the actual nail, rubbing it all over. So nails is another one. Another part of that is, I know a lot of people deal with like toenail fungus. And man, my daughter's actually dealing with this, one of them. And I have another family member that's dealing with it. And especially as a female, like it just sucks. Like, let's just be honest. Like, it's embarrassing. It's like, I don't ever want to take my shoes off in front of my friends, or I don't want to wear sandals. This child does not own sandals. Everything's a closed-toed shoe. And that just kind of stinks, you know? And so we are attacking this with Melaleuca. This is the perfect oil for that situation. And we are working on that right now as we speak. So you're getting a little real talk there, and I'm excited because that's one of the things that Melaleuca is great for, because remember, it's antibacterial and it's got that antimicrobial property to it, and that's what's going to help with that. All right, number 4 is scalp support. So again, this is all things resolving, and so much of it, what Melaleuca resolves and solves is skin stuff. So scalp is no different. It's just skin on our head. And a lot of us have dealt with dry scalp or dandruff or things like that. So you can add a few drops of Melaleuca daily and put it in your shower. Guys, on this video, the very first video that I did, that I talked about 3 ways to really make essential oils a daily habit. And I gave you some of my tips. One of those tips was put the oil where you're going to use it. If I need scalp support, okay, that's my issue. That's something I really want to tackle. I'm not going to leave my Melaleuca over there in my oil box where every day I have to come out in my towel and grab my Melaleuca off the kitchen counter, run to the shower while it's hot and getting warm, and bring it back out. I'm going to leave it in the shower. This might mean if somebody else in your family needs it for blemishes or they're using it on their skin, you might have to get 2. If you go through our rooms, you will see multiples of oils everywhere, because over time, especially with doTERRA, we have the most amazing loyalty rewards program where you get free points with every order. If you run it through a loyalty rewards order, you actually get free points back on everything. So we just use our free points, and that's what we'll do. We'll get our multiples of the different oils that are the biggies for us. And so we have multiple Melaleuca sitting around. And so scalp support is a big one. Stick it in your shampoo daily. Just really massage it into your scalp. Whenever I go to my girl that cuts my hair and does all that, you know, she gives me, I don't know if you go get your hair cut and you sit back and they're washing your hair and you're like, holy cow, I don't think I've ever really washed my hair. Like, if this is what it feels like to have my hair washed, my entire scalp massaged, and she's like getting in there and getting after it, I walk out of there every time going, I don't think I even know how to wash my hair, man. I like, where is the 101 on here's how to wash your hair? But every time she's like, you have got to get in there into your scalp. And so if you're going to use this for scalp help, really get in there and massage your scalp. Now, one of the things that I love so much about doTERRA is they know that some of us are like, oh, I don't really want to like every single time open up my oil and drop it in, and I just don't want to do that. Some of us are like different personalities and we can do that, and then others are like, just give me it already done. That's what's really exciting. I love this about doTERRA. So we have this amazing conditioner, if you can see this, that has a blend of all sorts of oils, not just Melaleuca, but all sorts of oils in here that are, I mean, it's for healthy hair and scalp. It's for color treated hair. It's safe for color treated hair. It's pretty awesome. Like, it's got this proprietary blend that actually smooths your hair out and helps it like take the static and all that stuff out. I love this. And we don't just have shampoo. We have our conditioner. We do have shampoo. This does not have the Melaleuca in it. It has wild orange, which is one of my favorite oils, just because I love the smell. But just so you know, it does have a partner. So healthy scalp. Last but not least is infections. And I know I said skin infections already, but what I want you to think about is like when you get sick, you actually have an infection. And what I want you to do is I want you to grab this. So a daily habit, obviously, hopefully you don't have an infection and you're not sick all the time. So this would not be something every single day that you're using, unless a lot of people, and I have started doing better with this. So confession time, I am not perfect at this yet. It is not a daily habit. I am working on it. From about October to March in the area we live in Franklin, it seems to be the time of year when sickness starts hitting, seasons changing, sinus, allergies, like all this stuff just starts kicking up for people. Cough, cold, like respiratory stuff. And so I have made a habit of taking another one of our oils that I'll talk about in another week every day for those months and putting it on the bottom of my feet. But I am starting to use Melaleuca the same way. So sticking it by my bedside. If it's in your shower, just go grab it, or, you know, right before bed, grab it out of your shower, put it on the bottom of your feet, rub a drop or two into the bottom of your feet and throw your socks on. If you're somebody that's just prone to infections, or you know there's something going around work, or there's something that has broken out at your kid's school and they have come home determined to give it to you, put it on the bottom of your feet and really see how powerful it is at fighting infections. It's pretty awesome. Another thing for infections is cold sores. So when it comes to skin, Melaleuca is amazing with cold sores. Stick it, again, the same way we talked about blemishes, just stick it on your finger and stick it right on it. But also put it on the bottom of your feet daily when that's happening, because the cold sore isn't just something coming on your skin, it's coming from the inside out. So stick that right on it and watch the results. It's pretty awesome. So I love this oil now, the one that like sat at the back of my cabinet and never used. I actually use this oil, which is cool. Who knew that something that came from a tree in Australia could have just this kick butt, beautifying, skin resolving, all these properties that we've just talked about. So I hope that you try this. Let me know how it works for you, and we'll be back next week.